Hello, welcome back to the channel. As promised, a daily live stream. The only day I've missed so far was Sunday. I was a bit wiped out from our big event on Saturday in Melbourne. I've just flown back in from Melbourne 2 hours ago. I'm back in the office, back in Sydney. Laga Lugavulan, welcome, hello, thanks for joining. So I'm back in the office now and we're going to taste, I'm not going to taste all of these right now, but I want to talk a little bit about what's coming up with the Brix tasting, which is a Brix single cask rum night. Brix is in B-R-I-X, rum night coming up in September for the gathering. That's on the 26th, I believe. I'll have to confirm, 25th, I think. I'll have to check. Should have checked before I came onto this live stream, really shouldn't. But it's on the website. It's all on our website, smws.com.au/events. Robbie, thanks for joining. Good to see you the other day, mate. That was fantastic. Looking forward to seeing that video. Hot Dog Extravaganza, you are owning the record for most tuned in, so thank you so much. I might have to send you a sample of something special there. So more on that to come. Those who tune in might win. There you go. That's a good, that rhymes. There's actually, SM Yan, good to see you again. How you going? This is actually, these four plus this one is at least part of the lineup for our rum. Good to see you, mate. Good to see you, Robbie. Good to see you. Be out tomorrow. Thanks for joining. Mount Boy, g'day. How you going? I have 5 single cask strength rums in front of me that are from 5 different rum distilleries. We've got, and I probably got the order wrong in front of me, R8. Oh, I'm going to mix them up a bit. R8, R10, R11, R12, and of course this will be the debut of R13. Dojmata, thanks for joining. Welcome to the live stream every night on Instagram and on Facebook. So R13.1, deep, dark, and brooding. This has not seen a release yet. There's no open bottle in the country. This is a 20-year-old rum from a very, very desirable closed Trinidad distillery. It is overproof. It's 20 years old. It's a big treacle, sooty, tarry, sugary, funky Turkish coffee and dark chocolate notes written there. Whiskey Scoop. True North, g'day. Whiskey Scoop, thanks for joining. A few people live right now, but you can always watch this later as well if you don't watch the whole thing now. This isn't going to be a long live stream because I'm quite honestly quite wiped. I am very tired. It is it's a Wednesday night. Whew. Okay. But I want to taste one of these right now. See my balancing act for that glass. See how long that holds on. This is Sheer Opulence. This is the R8.5. It's a 13-year-old. Wow. I guess we saw that live. And I guess I got a bit of cleaning to do. Well, that was bound to happen. You saw it first here. The first broken glass on my live stream. I shouldn't have rested on top of the bottle in hindsight, but I didn't want to lose sight of it. Wow, that's embarrassing. I'll come back to that and hopefully I won't cut myself. I'm going to have a bit of a dram of this in the meantime. Just a wee taste of this one. Got to save enough for the event. This is Sheer Opulence R8.5. Yes, you saw it here first, folks. I'm not going to try and hide the fact that I just broke a glass live. That's going to happen. That's my lovely $20 little society glass, and that was actually an old. It was one of the old livery ones as well. Not too many of those kicking around at the moment, and they are quite fine. The glass on these. I don't think I got any on the floor. I think it's all on the table, so you can see it here below. Thank you so much. I thought it might just bounce. No, I didn't really think what I was about that. Like I said, I'm very tired, but that's okay. Time for one dram though. Time for one little taste of something. Okay. This will go down in history as one of the most catastrophic live streams I think I've ever done. Even last night's one out of Whiskey and Helmet would have been less catastrophic. Yeah, SMN, that's true. At least it happened before. Yes, you're right. I could have spilled lovely single cask rum all over myself as well as shards of glass, and then I would have probably had to press stop on this stream and come back in 10 minutes. I did consider that even just a moment ago, but we're okay. I've got a spare. Look at that. It's even new livery as well. New logo on that glass. We do have these in stock at the moment, which is a nice little plug because I've just broken a glass to show you what they look like. There you go. These are still available in the web shop at the moment. Oh, tonight is a rum night. You know, it's a rum night. I've had a few whiskey nights. I've had a few whiskey presentations. but tonight is definitely a rum night. It's a Nicaraguan rum, often less desirable to rum drinkers and to rum collectors. Nicaraguan rums, they often have I'd quite safely say, I want to put my arm down, but I'm going to get glass in my elbow. I can safely say that some of the Nicaraguan rums often have a bit more of a, what's the word I'm looking for? Tin and metallic note to them. This one, not so much. There was an R8 a couple of years back, which did. This one, not so much. This one's got more of that, brandy butter. There you go. Brandy butter and furniture workshop, like furniture polish. Benoit, you have joined at the perfect time. Look what we're drinking. Rums. So I'm on the R8.5 tonight just to talk about the rum night coming up in Sydney. I know you said you can't make it. I'm sorry to say, but that's okay. That R13.1 will be released on that night and will be available to members shortly after. Tommy, thanks for joining. There's a few of us online now. I'm going to have a wee taste of this. Oh, actually, I'll just tell you a bit more. It is a 13-year-old. It's a single cask, and it's 68.4%. 68.4. Yes, just up there a bit. Has anyone here given me a wave if anyone here's had one of our society rums before, and maybe what the code was? I'd love to hear. Oh wow! Christmas cake. I know, Benoit. I know you're upset, but you can be rest assured. There's a bottle of R13 with your name on it. That's fine. We've already chatted about that. But that R8 is lovely. There is still a little bit of that. What's the way to put it? If in Australian parlance, it'd be pretend you're in a workshop. You're in a woodworking workshop. Woodworking workshop, and that woodworking workshop has a tin roof, and it's middle of February. There you go. A woodworking workshop with a tin roof in the middle of February. There is a little bit of that note, and I quite like that. That's that sort of industrial note, but it's definitely coated with the Christmas cake notes and the brandy butter. God, that is so real, that brandy butter. 10 live streams at the moment. How are we going, everyone? Francesco Ramella, thank you for joining. Daniel, thanks for joining. Marty, thanks for joining. Give me a wave if you're in there. Single Malt Savvy, g'day, mate. Thanks for joining Single Malt Savvy. That's good to see you. We're just drinking a rum tonight. Just having a quick live stream to say hello, to tell you a bit about the rum night coming up in Sydney and show you the casks that are on offer. R8, R10, R11, R12, and R13. This R10 has a rather cool piece of history though. This is a Caribbean rum, a Trinidadian rum, distilled in 1991. 26 years old. 26 years old, single cask. That's a really rare cask for us. That's something that came out just earlier this year, around February and March. We've kept a few aside because we knew we might have a rum night like this. It is still available on the website, but we've got enough for the event still. That's one of 240 bottles of 1991 single cask. Harry, thank you for joining. Good to see you. Harriet is from Archie Rose. Give me a wave, Harriet. She actually just remarked earlier about she's loving these. She called my live stream cute. I think was it cute or is it just I'm good looking tonight? But this is Patelia Yoon. Thanks for joining, and Harry, of course. Thank you. So just a little bit of rum tonight. Like I said, I'm back in Sydney. I'm back in the office. I'm very tired, which is why I'm a little bit on my third wave of energy, and I think I'm just going to conk after this, even just this wee dram. So I'd love to hear what you think of rum. Are you a regular rum drinker? Definitely good looking. Thanks, Harry. You missed the part where I smashed a glass at the beginning of the stream. So you can rewind and watch that later, I guess. It's still a bit shards of glass in front of me here. For those who have just joined, I started off by smashing a glass. That was well timed. Thank you. You saw it here first on live. I'm not perfect. I never claimed to be. But that's what I love about this single cask rum, especially cask strength rum. It's a bit like a cask strength cognac or a cask strength Armagnac for me in some ways. Totally different spirit, of course, but in that it's unexpected and it's always unexpected. I mean, I think especially in my case, I'm so used to cask strength whiskey now not used to. I mean, you get it, you gain an appreciation for it, and so I can appreciate a 40% whiskey, and I can appreciate a 63% whiskey or whatever. But this is in case of a rum. So much rum is bottled at 40%, and that's fine. That's fine. Every rum has its place. But when you taste one that's at 68.4, like this one is, it's almost temptingly going to burn through the glass. In that it's got so thick and lush. The flavor is thick, viscous, and like I say, brandy, butter, and pancakes, and Christmas cake all in the glass there. And that's kind of what I look for in a rum, is something that's got that rich opulence, as this cask does. It's even called sheer opulence, that one. I'm really looking forward to opening all of these. I'll just quickly run through each one. Following that, and this isn't the exact order, we'll adjust the order for the night, closer to the night. R10.2 is a 26-year-old pre-Angostura Trinidadian rum. But try to process that one for a second. But that's a 26-year-old rum from a distillery that's changed so much over the years, but is basically a timepiece. Now, R11.6, this has sold out, again, one we kept aside. It's called Just Add Sunshine. It's a 7-year-old. It's a 7-year-old from Jamaica. Those who know their Jamaican rums, and I know Benoit is a big fan of the R11s, those who know Jamaican rums and know these young, sort of like very spirit-driven Jamaican rums, these are so much fun. These are just ridiculous fun. Concepts by Gavin. Hey, mate, good to see you. R11 is awesome. Benoit, you're right. These are fantastic. I'm looking forward to seeing some more of these through, I hope, actually either later in the year or next year. But the R11s we've had have been, there was R11.4 and .6, I think, or .3 and .6. I have to check my records. This was just released in an August outturn. R12.2, Dreams Are Made of These. I've not tasted this yet, I'll be honest. I have tasted R12.1, which was delightful. Seriously delightful. It's an 11-year-old from Belize. 65.7, so high proof again. Single cask rum. And then, of course, while we might not finish with this one, we might put this in the middle or somewhere. I'm not sure yet. But this is, of course, the famed closed distillery in Trinidad that starts with C and ends with Aroni. But it's a very, very special cask. This one coming out in September for the Gathering. So that will be released at the Gathering, that cask. All the rest have already either been out or are out currently, like the R12. I think the R8 is there. Oh, it might be sold out. I'm not sure. I haven't looked at the website today. That's all from me for now. Like I say, just a quick live stream tonight. I'm doing a live stream around 8 o'clock. You'll just get the notified when I go live. I'm going to try and stick to 8 every night. And we're going to taste something. We're going to talk about something. I'm going to take your questions. Shoot them through to me on Instagram. I can see your comments. I can see who's joining. Fish 1973, thanks for joining. Kyle Dizzle, you just joined. Thank you for joining. We're just wrapping up though, to be honest. You can rewatch this on our Instagram stories. Hit the button on the top left of Instagram stories to watch more of it. Trinal, thank you very much. Thanks, very informative. I really appreciate that. Some of the rums we're doing, they're huge. They're huge, but they're lots of fun. There's cool stories behind each of the casks, which I might go into on a further video. But it's actually just a cool chance for us to sit down at Brix Distillery, BRIX, in Surrey Hills. They're a rum distillery. They're a Sydney urban rum distillery. They've given us the venue for the night, and we're going to drink some of their rum. We're going to drink some of ours. We'll have a cocktail, have some food. It's like ham and canapes and salmon. There's all sorts of food being arranged, which is it's going to be delicious. And we're going to try and pair the food a little bit with the rum, but don't hold us to that. It's more about just a celebration, which is what the Gathering is all about. It's all about a celebration of bringing members together and drinking a few good rums, a few good whiskies, a few good Briclatties. And I noticed, by the way, we added 30 more seats to the Melbourne event thanks to the passion of our Melbourne members, and there's only 6 left of the new 30 tickets. So again, if you were on the fence about joining the Melbourne Gathering, don't be on the fence anymore. Is that the way to say it? Doesn't matter. Don't worry about being on the fence anymore. The fence is done. Come along. There's 6 tickets left. I don't think I can add any more after that. The venue might start strangling me. That's all from me at the moment. I'll see you at that's just about it. So I'll see you on the other side. I'll see you at our Gathering. Thanks for talking a bit about rum with me. If you've got any questions about rum, Hot Dog Extravaganza, where are you based? You're obviously, well, Sydney or Melbourne's pretty good. We've got a lot of good events on. But we do events with gatherings, also going to be in Canberra, also in Adelaide, Also, Canberra and Adelaide, and I think there's some more events still to be announced for the other cities. Or at the very least, there'll be some of the gathering casks in those cities. Canberra, there you go, done. Come to the Canberra gathering, that's at Hippoco. You're going to get the same casks. Well, we're not doing the rum night at Canberra, but I might bring something along for you and pop something in my bag for you. I always bring a surprise along some of the tastings that members might have seen or seen at other events. That's always fun. So, the only other announcement, which I may have mentioned in one of the previous live streams, is that the September outturn will be arriving shortly, which includes the latest issue of Unfiltered magazine, issue 43. That's going to be in your mailbox with the September outturn, and funnily enough, and I think this is great, I've been in Unfiltered a few times, which has been fantastic. I've had a few articles published in there for members around the world, but this time I've been made a caricature of. I hope you can see that. There I am with the quiff. I've been made a caricature of for this issue, which is great. So members get that free. It's part of your membership, so you'll get that as well. If you opt digitally or opt physical, you'll get it either way. I'm going to get the dustpan and broom now and clean up this broken glass that I started the live stream with. Mount Boy, mate, looking forward to the Old and Rare Night in Sydney. You and me both. My God, it's sold out, and it's been. I'm so excited. We're putting the finishing touches at the moment on the menu. God, the menu's so exciting. So it's not even a menu anymore. It's a 56-page historical document. 56-page menu. Gwah! All right. Oh, me too. Good. I'd love to see. I'm glad that there's people who are coming to the Vaults event who are tuned in tonight. That's heaps of fun. And there's heaps of great whiskey coming. Heaps of great evenings coming up. And lots of great releases that fits everyone's budget, and lots of things coming up. So I'm glad. I love being a part of the society. I love all of you being part of this. I miss the whiskey girl. Oh, Laura, thanks for joining in. Good to see you. Hope you're well. You can come to a tasting anytime, Laura. Look, you know what? You know where I am. Message me. You know what? You've got my details. Everyone's got my details. Send me a message. Come along to one of our events, please. Come to the Sydney gathering. I know you're Sydney based still. Oh, Melbourne based. I can't keep track. I can't remember if you. I remember you moved. Did you move anywhere? Come to the Melbourne or Sydney gathering. I'll shoot you a message after this. I'd love to see you again. Always got a space for SNWS alumni like yourself. And I've got a great photo. Yeah, Melbourne, yes. I've got to show you. Actually, we've got a photo of you we've got a photo of you in the Vaults menu coming up. Of you at the Exchange. So that's going back a little bit there. And but I'll see you at the Melbourne gathering. I'll send you the details. And I'd love to see you again. Always got a space for SMWS alumni like yourself, like I said. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. I can see my numbers are starting to dwindle because I've already signed off 3 times now. Have a great evening. Yours in good rum, and I'll speak to you soon. Cheers.